I didn't write an intro. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge fact nerd. That's fact with a C. Don't be mean. So for this video, I decided to mix my love of facts, my love of video games, and we're going to do a fact video. That is right, we are doing 20 gaming facts that I find interesting. Now, if at any point in this video you find that you are enjoying it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Let's get to it. The original Xbox was actually sold at a loss, with Microsoft charging about $300 for the console at launch, and it costing about $425 to make. That means that they relied exclusively on software sales in order to make a profit. Seeing as how the Xbox brand brought in about $12.4 billion just in 2020, I'd say the gamble paid off. The longest ever gaming marathon is set at 138 hours and 34 seconds and was set by Carrie Swedecki, a school teacher in Bakersfield, California. The absolutely insane part about this record is that she set it with Just Dance 2015 on the Kinect, which is crazy for a number of reasons, not least of all being I can't do one song without feeling like I'm gonna die. When trying to get the NES sold at retail locations in the US, Nintendo promised the retailers that they would buy back any unsold units at full price. Needless to say, it was worth the risk, as the NES went on to sell about 33 million consoles in the US. Video game composer and sound director Kazumi Totaka has hidden a 19-note song in almost every game he's worked on. Totaka's song often has a really obscure way of accessing it, such as sitting on a specific screen for a set amount of time. If you've ever found one of these on your own, you have way more patience than me. The PlayStation 2 is the highest selling game console of all time, selling about 157 million units over its lifespan. During the Gulf War, a medic named Stefan? Baby, I'm having a stroke. Stefan Scoggins left his Game Boy in the barracks during a bombing. After returning to find it mangled and burnt, he sent it to Nintendo for repair. For some reason, the technician assigned to repair it decided to test it to see if it would still work. To his surprise, he was able to boot up a copy of Tetris without fixing a thing. Now, the face buttons were melted and some of the cells on the screen were dead, but the console did power on and read the cartridge. Nintendo used these odd small discs for the GameCube to try to fight piracy. It didn't really work. Spyro the Dragon is colored purple so he doesn't blend in with the green grass. That is literally the only reason. The YouTuber and streamer SuperLouis64 has beaten Dark Souls using a pretty odd controller. Bananas. No, I'm not making that up. In fact, he's actually done it more than once, recently completing a banana run where he raised over $750 for charity. So, good for him. Tom Hanks originally auditioned for the role of Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but didn't get the role because the studio thought he didn't have enough box office appeal. You know, in hindsight, he's probably pretty happy about that. The NES was the first console to have a D-pad on its controller. Nintendo received a number of complaints from parents about the first Mario Party game on the N64. The issue stemmed from the many mini-games that required players to rotate the joystick as quickly as possible. Most players would use the palm of their hand to rotate it faster, which actually would result in blisters or even burns if done for long enough. In order to make amends, Nintendo offered to send owners of the game gloves to protect their hand. Now, in order to get the gloves, you did have to ask for one, which not many people did. The very first Resident Evil game has the honor of holding the Guinness World Record for the worst video game dialogue. And let me tell you, it is well deserved. The first playable human female character was in a 1985 game called Typhoon Gal by Taito. The first video game played in space was Tetris for the Game Boy. Man, people really love their Tetris on the Game Boy, don't they? Russian cosmonaut Alexander Serebrov brought it with him on a trip up to the space station. The world record for the largest video game collection belongs to Antonio Montero, with a collection of over 20,000 games. Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be a Nintendo 64 exclusive, but hardware limitations meant that the game would have to be anywhere from 11 to 30 cartridges. Now, if you want to ignore that ridiculous number, there was also no way to swap out cartridges without turning the console off, erasing all your data. So that was just never going to happen. The Nintendo Switch is the only hybrid handheld home console. Many people think that Mario and Luigi don't have a last name, but since they are called the Mario Brothers, that means that their names are Mario Mario and Luigi Mario. Very creative parents. Somewhere in the lifespan of the SNES, Nintendo went to 2 different companies to try to develop a disc-based add-on for the system. Now, neither partnership resulted in anything for Nintendo, but both companies decided to use what they had already developed and release their own standalone consoles. Philips released the abysmal CDI, while Sony released something called the PlayStation. That hurts. Alright guys, that's all I got for you in this video. That was 20 gaming facts that I found interesting. I hope you did too. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you did enjoy this, make sure to like the video and subscribe. I will be putting out more videos like this. And if you guys want another fact video, just let me know down in the comments. There's a ton of these things. I could do a bunch of these videos, so I'm really not running out of facts anytime soon. In the meantime, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and go do something nice for somebody. Make the world just a little bit better. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.